Hi, this is Mark with QuicksVenture.com. Today we're going to talk about something very important, single cup coffee makers. Probably the single most important tool you've got in your kitchen if you're anything like me. In our house we have both a Keurig and a Tassimo, and I thought it might be an interesting idea to run through the differences between the two. A lot of people, including myself, had a very hard time deciding between the two, and we ended up with both. In fact, my wife prefers the Keurig, and I prefer the Tassimo. So, here's a quick rundown of how they both work. Starting with the Keurig, it's a bigger unit, and the Keurig operates by filling a reservoir of water and then turning the unit on. The Keurig will take about 5 minutes to warm up. Well, more like 2 minutes to warm up. It actually boils the water in back and then keeps it constantly warm. And I guess it does add a little bit of heat to it as it pushes it through. But the Keurig will always take a couple extra minutes to start up in the morning. This unit has a clock, and it will heat up the water on a scheduled time, and then it'll turn off about 3 hours later. To operate a Keurig machine, you get what are called K-Cups, and there's a lot of different kinds. One of my personal favorites is the Double Black Diamond by Green Mountain Coffee. This is one of the only really strong cups that you can buy. Most of the coffee, in my opinion, comes out pretty weak. Put the K-Cup in the unit, close the lid, and then with this unit you select the cup size. The medium size is about as strong as it can get with this particular K-Cup. Push the flashing button, and it takes just a few seconds to brew. You can hear it pulling water into the unit, and since there's already boiled water inside, it doesn't take very long to start brewing. And you can see, nice, thick, black coffee. The Tassimo, turn it off. It's an instant on unit. It takes about 10 seconds to start up. Again, there's a reservoir in the back that you fill with water, and then you choose your tea disc. My personal favorite is the Gevalia Dark House Blend, because I think it's actually the strongest single cup of coffee that you can get with a single cup coffee maker. To operate the Tassimo, you just push down the lid and push the button. There is no size selection with the Tassimo. Tassimo, each tea disc has a barcode on it, and the barcode tells the Tassimo how strong to make the coffee. You can stop the Tassimo early or add a little bit of extra water at the end, but you can't select individual cup sizes. You can see the Tassimo starting to brew coffee, and also nice thick black coffee. The Keurig has finished making the Double Black Diamond. And we'll just wait for the Tassimo to finish as well. I think the Tassimo takes a little bit longer to brew a cup, but since there's the instant on feature, it actually takes less overall time. The Tassimo is a more convenient coffee maker. It's a little bit smaller. There are newer units that come in white, black, or red. And all you have to do is add water and leave it turned on all the time. When you come downstairs, put the coffee mug in, put in your tea disc, close the lid, push the button. There's no timers or heating up the water or anything like that. So now the Tassimo has finished. It actually takes a little while to... it drips a lot more. The Keurig, as soon as it's done, it's done. The Tassimo takes probably about 10 to 15 seconds to finally get all the water through, all the steam out. If I wanted to add a little bit of water to it, I could hold this button down, and then it would start pushing more water through the tea disc. And that will make a weaker cup of coffee. If I wanted to stop it earlier to make a stronger cup, I would push the button before it was done, just a single tap. So here we are, 2 cups of coffee, both almost exactly the same amount. I think it's a 7.5 ounce cup. And both of them are a pretty good cup of coffee. Moving the tea disc and the K-cup. They cost about the same, and the tea disc, in my opinion, for Gevalia, has a better tasting coffee. The Double Black Diamond is nice and dark, it's got a good flavor, but it is actually, it tastes a bit weak. To get it really strong, the same strength, the same thickness and texture as the tea disc, you have to go one size smaller on the Keurig. So in my opinion, if you want more variety, or you prefer weaker or not as intense coffee, go with a Keurig. There's a lot of teas, there's a ton of flavors. If you prefer really strong coffee, get yourself a Tassimo and stick with the Gevalia coffee.